T, I ain't beast on 100, you heard?
You are tuning in to T Consciousness. Please like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you. What's going on social media? It's T Consciousness, and I'm back at you with a part 2 to the video I did on why women are promiscuous and unruly. You know, and there was some more things I wanted to say, and it dawned on me later that I forgot to say these things in that video. So I just made a part 2 to it. So I'm gonna get right into it. Another reason why women are unruly and promiscuous who tend to have a hypersexual conduct could be caused by a number of things. She could have been over-sheltered in a strict parented home growing up. You know, she may have been restricted from doing activities that's normal for young people to get into and go about doing, and everything natural was negated with religion, or the parents had bad experiences. They dumped their traumas on that child to psychologically guilt debt them from doing what they want to do and just going about their life doing things that is no harm attended against themselves or anyone else, or doing things that solidify self-independent, things that would develop them into their true identity and their life path and purpose. This is why young women who grew up in this struggle, they end up breaking out into hypersexualism because she was overprotected and she never properly developed herself from being stagnated into her growth and suppressed. You know, and this has her compulsively living for her liberation. Another reason why women could be promiscuous and hypersexual, she may have been neglected or rejected. She may have been neglected by a parent who didn't give her enough time. This girl grew up feeling like a lost child and have no sense of value of self or how to internalize love from someone else because she didn't get enough of it from her parent or guardian. These girls grow up and develop into debauchery from exploring with men who played upon their vulnerability and sexually turned them out, and they live in the essence of all this because it gave them a sense of validation. Another reason why women could be hypersexual is because they may have experienced some sex trauma in early life, maybe have been raped, statutory raped, or molested at a very young age. Sometimes this can close a woman up to the world, and some women that experience this just become loose and opened up. The trauma that happened pretty much has their sexual ideal of self in a disarray, and they have no sense of conservativeness to preserve themselves as a decent lady. They just blossom into this freak who would just dress provocatively or publicly display her body, easily give up sex to men she barely know. She'll have an unstable sex life in and out of relationships, or confidently function in sex work like stripping, prostitution, escorting, or getting into porn or OnlyFans. You know, psychological damage is done to a young woman's mind when she experiences these things like this, and it takes effect on her psychological development of self, and it leaves a histrionic personality disorder effect and a combination of other things. Women who are living hypersexually in these matters are chasing the rush they get from penetration that's attached to the memory of the sensory she got from the sexual traumatic event. Overall, women are hypersexual today because they were either overprotected and now they're being freaks for their liberation. And some may have been neglected, living hypersexually for validation. And some have been molested, living in hypersexuality for dopamine and penetration. These women will become oversexed and they'll start having orgy sex or let men run trains on them, exploring their own sex because they had so much contact with many different men and their parts no longer give them a potent satisfaction because they had so much of it. And now they'll start humping on other women and they'll turn to a bunch of exotic sex toys to satisfy themselves. They may even engage with an underage child, a minor, to fulfill their sexual fantasies and desires. A lot of young men I did consultations for told me they lost their virginity at 11, 12, or 13 by women over 18 who was their babysitter. The life experiences of these prototypes also project who they are and what they've been through the signification of their beautification. They tend to wear wild hot colors of hair and makeup and outfits that reveal their body, and they tat themselves up and pierce themselves in the lips, tongues, and belly buttons, and put piercings in their face and put the bull nose ring in their nose. And all these experiences become a fashionable trajectory into their image, and it becomes a trend to other girls that haven't experienced any of these things that will bring that type of psychological progression to a woman to do these things are going to attract opportunities of the hypersexual lifestyle from men. When women of these predicaments hit the wall in life, they end up shaving their heads bald, tatting their faces, or getting into lesbianism, losing natural affection, desire for men, or augmenting into a masculine woman, playing the role of a man. This is a psychological effect of a disassociation from their generic identity. And women in these predicaments procreate, they birth babies that may feel like they're gay, or the trauma of what their mom has been through intergenerationally passes down. And these kids may act out behaviors that are symptomatic of these experiences, so I can go deeper in this, but I'm not gonna be up here all day. I might do a video on intergenerational trauma. You'll see me next time when I put up my next content. Once again, please like, comment, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you.